This is All Things Considered from NPR News. I'm Robert Siegel.
And I'm Noah Adams. The photographer O Winston Link died this week in South Salem, New York. He was 86 years old. His last decade had been difficult. After a divorce, his ex-wife, Conchita, was found guilty of stealing more than 1,000 of his photographic prints, and she was sent to prison. O Winston Link was a commercial photographer taking assignments, but he loved the old steam trains, and that's the Link legend. Dramatic black and white pictures of trains passing through America at night. He was known for staging the photographs with elaborate lighting setups. He also made sound recordings of trains with the same care. One famous picture is Birmingham Special at Rural Retreat, showing a small-town train station in Virginia, the station master with his lantern, and the chuffing locomotive. Here is the recording Mr. Link made late in December in 1957. The church bells are playing as the train comes into town. The church musician playing that night in 1957 was Kathryn Dodson. She spoke with us today about how Mr. Link put it all together.
He was in Fry's grocery store on the corner there. At 6 o'clock, we had automatic bells up at Grace Lutheran, and they went off, and he inquired about them, and the owner of that store, Johnny Fry, told him where they were and who played them on Sunday morning, and so he called me from the store and asked me if I could come up and play the organ when the train went through.
Did you have a talk with him about what it was he was doing with the photography?
Oh, yeah, short conversation with him. I went down to the railroad station before I went up to the church and talked to him a little to know what I was to do.
When the train would come through, was that a special event? How often would it happen?
We had, 3 or 4 trains go through here each day. It was a cabbage loading place. In earlier years, farmers raised cabbage and sent it out by rail.
Right.
And there's a rise above Rural Retreat. Must be maybe half a mile or so. And that's where the train tops and starts down the hill.
So Mr. Link was setting up this very elaborate photographic preparation, and he also wanted to make the recording, and he enlisted you to play up at the church at the time the train was coming through?
That's right.
Now, did he tell you what time to go?
I had a booster up on the hill. You don't know Rural Retreat, but you can see downtown from up there. And there were 2 friends with me, Dr. Huddle and his wife, and Sam stayed outside, and she went between the 2 of us. And when Sam told her the train had come over the top of the hill, that's when I started playing.
So you had somebody in between to give you the signal?
To give me that signal when to start, not when to stop. I played, it went on down through here and almost to Crockett before it faded out.
Do many people know around there that you're the one who played?
Well, a few at the time, but nobody knows it now.
Thank you, Miss Dodson, for talking with us.
Okay, bye.
Kathryn Dodson, she still plays the piano and organ at Grace Lutheran Church in Rural Retreat, Virginia. The photographer and sound recordist O Winston Link died this week at age 86.